Okay. So, good evening everyone. So, by the way, my name is Louis Pior. So, this will be our officially first video na magtatackle tayo about our personal journey from the first title or first na natin. Topic is about being employed and then to self-employed. So, what are the pros and cons? No? Kung if you are employed and if you are self-employed, sa part ko po is dati akong employed but ngayon I've been in self-employment for the past ilang years na ba? 19, 20, 21, 23, 24. So almost 6 years I think. Pero there are also months na nag-try ako maging employed ulit pero hindi na tuloy. Alright, so yun, I'll just want to kumbaga share with you kung ano yung para sa akin naging benefit from me, no, to turn my life into being a self-employed until today. Alright, so the first one na i-share ko lang sa inyo is if you're self-employed is you have your own pacing. Okay, so when you say pacing is parang meron ka sarili mong kumbaga diskarte or kumbaga should I say kung kailan magsa-start yung yung trabaho mo as a self-employed, kumbaga you work as a freelance kumbaga. So let's say for me is meron akong career sa real estate. At the same time meron din akong tawag dito yung may other business din ako. Let's say perfume, ito t-shirts na naka-brand kay Zaira, which is my daughter. And ano pa ba? May mga other businesses din ako na hindi nag-workout. So, yun, marami kang pwedeng gawin. Like including yung sa time kung kailan ka mag-start, yung mga tao na i-meet mo. So, you can actually choose, no, many things na gusto mong gawin. So, more on things na gusto mong gawin. Yung mga wants mo na gagawa mo dito sa self-employment. Okay? Or including yung mga tao na ang tawag dito, yung imi-meet mo. Or saan kayo imi-meet, yung expenses mo, maano mo rin siya, ma-manage mo rin siya. Unlike kasi sa employment, halos alam mo na yung everyday na pacing mo, including yung taong i-meet mo, including yung tao na tawag dito yung tao na yun, i-meet mo, tapos yung budget mo for the day, di ba? Kasi pag everyday expense mo yun eh. Pag when you say employment. Pero pag self-employed kasi meron time na nandito ka sa bahay. So kumbaga, hindi masyadong expensive for me yung self-employment. Meron kasing time din na nakapag-deal kayo ng malaking deal for the day. So kumbaga, ma-cover na yun. May time na ma-cover na ng isang buwan or 2 buwan. So yun yung mga pros ng pagiging self-employed. So yun, yung pacing, number 1. Tapos, saglit lang. Number 2, is you can create multiple sources of income. So which is natakal ko na rin kanina. When you say multiple sources of income, kasi since you have your own pacing, meron kang mimit ng mga tao, there will be also opportunities along the way. So let's say, for me is, meron akong source sa real estate, which is, yun yung pinaka-primer ko. I also have source in my, dito yung sa stem cell na opportunity ko. Which, by the way, before ako nag-decide na mag-leave for real estate, naging full-time ko rin yung stem cell na journey ko. Then, bumalik ko ng real estate. Pero maintain ko pa rin yung stem cell, which is the fourth year placenta, which is very known. Ngayon, after that, wait lang po ah. Ayun, so going back sa ano natin, sa list, no, yung mga pros for being self-employed. So kanina I've mentioned multiple sources of income. So I have the real estate, yung oral stem cell. I also have yung ano natin, yung Zyra, which is meron tayong soap, meron tayong lotion, meron tayong t-shirt. Pero I will not mention other business na hindi naman nagkaroon ako ng income. Merong mga business talaga na nag-fail talaga ako. So hindi ko na napagpatuloy. But then, I also have business na for to be launched pa, soon to be launched, like yung one task ko, which is primarily ako talaga yung nagbuo ng idea na yon, and then eventually na convince ko si Jeff to become my partner, and then eventually I also meet the other guy, which is Kirby. He owns clean space here in Davao, like home cleaning. So yun yung mga bagay na I would like to continue working it out. So yun, maraming businesses na pwede ka mag-start, but of course if you want to start a business, it comes with a little bit of price. Hindi naman malaki. To be honest, when we started one task, yung pinaka capital ko lang is only 20k. But I know hindi 20k kasi marami ako na nagastos din sa ads and marketing. Pero hindi pa siya na-launch . So, is still ongoing po yung expenses natin for that. So yun, multiple sources is very substantial for me as a business owner and a self-employed, because ito yung way ko na parang ma-preserve yung self ko as a father, kasi meron akong ngayon, I have a child already, as an individual, a personality. So all of those things gusto kong ma-preserve yung energy ko kasi I want to live longer. So yung effort, yung energy, lahat for you to preserve all those things, kailangan mo ng multiple sources of income. So in order for you to do that is basically kailangan mo rin ng business, no? Kasi iba yung self-employed ka, iba rin yung may business ka. Yung business kasi pwede mo rin gawing passive income yun . So simultaneous yun, parang active ka at the same time hindi ka active. Kasi there are moments na you don't need to go there para mag-generate siya ng income. So yun, that's one task. And planning also to launch another skincare, which is the JY Skin. So meron din akong business partner doon, pero hindi pa siya na-launch. But we are into like packaging, meron kaming manufacturer. So yun, malapit na siya malapit na kaming makapagsimula ng business na yun. So yun, yun naman na part is hindi masyadong malaki yung capital, because number one, yung business partner ko, siya yung nag-insist na magkaroon kami ng skincare product, skincare na business. At the same time, she also clearly mentioned na siya talaga yung mag-capitalize. So sa part ko, skills lang yung importante, and the network sources. So yan po. And then as a self-employed or a freelance is you can strategize more comfortably, easily, kasi as I've said, you have your own pacing. So merong opportunity na magkaroon ka ng time to strategize talaga, like kahit ilang oras yun. So depende rin kasi sa'yo. For example, if wala kang time na mag-exercise, ganito, ganyan, so yan, you have the time to strategize yung opportunity na binibigay sa iyo ni God. At the same time, you are aware na ganun yung setup mo. So meaning meron ka talaga meron ka talagang oras na makapag-strategize. Unlike yung pagiging employed mo, halos wala. Kasi halimbawa, meron ka namang time na parang bakante. But then again, most of the time, nakafocus ka talaga sa work mo. Unlike kung self-employed is halos sa'yo lang yung oras mo eh. So, yun yung nagiging advantage or pros if you are a self-employed or the freelance, kumbaga, or a business owner. Depende sa'yo. Depende sa sa situation mo. And then, last, no, ilan ba to? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, na list ko lang dito is 4, at least 4 pros, no? If you are, kumbaga advantages if you are self-employed. For me, pinaka malaking advantage is you don't need to sleep early. Yan. Sleep early. Kasi pag you are employed, kailangan mo talaga matulog ng maaga so that you can wake up early also. Why? Because kailangan mong kailangan mong isettle lahat ng mga obligation mo, kailangan mong hindi ka malate, dapat hindi ka malate sa work mo kasi magkakaroon ka ng memo hanggang sa matanggal ka sa trabaho. So yun yung mga bagay na iniiwasan mo mangyari as an employed. Pero kung if you are self-employed, wala kang dapat i-worry. Unless kung may meetings ka, kailangan mo talagang situate na hindi ka malate. So halos pareho lang din. Pero yun na nga, there are times na you don't need to wake up early. There are times na you don't need to sleep early. So yun yung for me very big advantage because may time talaga na like marami kang ginagawa for the day tapos gusto mo lang mag-relax next day. So pwedeng gawin yung ganyan na bagay as a self-employed. Yeah. So those are 4 things. Yung cons naman, kasi we are talking about pros and cons here, yung pagiging employed to self-employed, yung transition. So kung merong pros, meron ding cons. Number 1 is yung cons dito is wala kang salary. Alright, kasi self-employed eh. So kung binabayaran ka sa employment, dito wala. Nagbe-base yung income mo sa effort mo tsaka sa how you strategize your income. Kasi as I said, walang nagbibigay sa'yo ng salary. Kasi wala kang wala kang boss, no? Kasi wala talagang sa'yo nagko-control, no? Kasi yung employment kasi is more on controlling yun. Hindi naman siya yung pabayaan ka lang. Tinitingnan yung yung pacing mo doon, tinitingnan yung KPIs mo doon, no? Kasi meron tayong mga KPIs diyan pag employed kayo or employed ka, no? So meron tayong mga ganun. Meron kang boss, no? Kumbaga tinitingnan lahat. Kasi in the end, kung hindi mo gagawin yung trabaho mo, malulugi yung company. Kasi nagbibigay sila ng salary sa iyo. So, yun, walang salary pag self-employed. But the good news is, kahit wala kayong salary, you are capable of creating opportunity, creating income for yourself. So, yun yung magiging advantage sa iyo. Pero yun nga, if you are expecting salary, there's no such thing as salary. So, you can start zero, literal zero. Kasi ako, many times na din ako nakapag-start in zero. Many times ako nag-fail, many times din ako nawala ng income when I'm working until now actually. I have payables pa na I have to work out. But so far okay naman siya. No? So far okay naman. Then halos wala kang capital to start, to be honest. Because you're self-employed. So kumbaga walang nagbibigay sa'yo ng capital to start. You can work it out. Actually To be honest, yung self-employment, wala naman talagang hinihinging capital. Even the business, if you start a business, pwede ka mag-start ng idea lang. And then, tsaka mo na lang i-work out yung capital along the way pag nakapag-start ka na. I mean, step by step lang siya. Hindi talaga siya yung business na, kailangan million yung capital. Start, no, hindi ganun. Kasi, kailangan mo rin siyang, i-learn along the way. Kailangan mo siya i-learn. So, hindi agad-agad. Kasi, pag nag-ano ka agad ng capital, tapos hindi mo, kumbaga, hindi ka nag-plan, ang mangyayari doon is yung product mo or yung capital na pinalabas mo, masasayang lang din yun. Kasi, wala kang strategy, wala kang plan. So, paano mo i-dispose yun? Mga bagay na yun. Sino yung mga target market mo? Those things. So, talagang walang capital. Okay? And wala rin magbibigay sa'yo ng capital. Depende sa ano yung pinaplano. And then, no one else to rely on as a start. Kasi, wala talagang magre-remind sa'yo eh. Kung ano yung gagawin mo for the day, kung ano yung, sino yung mga tao na kakausapin mo, sino yung mga tao na magiging possible na bibili sa'yo, yung mga ganun. So, walang magre-remind sa'yo. Ikaw lang yun. Ikaw lang yun. And, isa, no one will manage you. Okay? Kasi pag, ang advantage kasi ng may nagmamanage sa'yo, no? If, let's say, if you are an artist, for example, you work for the company like ABS, baga artista, di ba, may nagmamanage sa kanila. Pero basically, yung mga nagmamanage sa kanila, binabayaran din nila yon, parang empleyado din nila yon, no? May nagsasabi kung sino yung kausapin nila, ano yung gagawin nila for the day. So mga ganun. Like for example, employed ka, may magsasabi sa iyo like your boss kung ano yung gagawin for the day, sino yung kakusapin mo, ano yung goal natin for the day, ano yung goal natin for the month, yung sales target natin, so yung mga ganun. In a case of self-employed or a business person, walang magsasabi sa iyo kung ano yung gagawin mo. Basically, ikaw lang din yung magsasabi kung ano yung gagawin mo for the day, ano yung siset mo na goal for the day or for the month, no? Hanggang sa ma-hit mo yung mga targets na yun. And medyo ano lang din siya, parang in the process na burn out ka pag masyado ka nakafocus doon. Pero if you are the type of person na kumbaga kaya mo rin siyang laruin, kaya mo rin mag-rest, kumbaga you can basically manage yung mga bagay na gusto mong gawin, yung ayaw mo rin gawin at that time, parang mag-rest ka muna. I think you can easily adjust, and I can say na masasurvive mo yung journey na yun. Pero hindi siya madali talaga, to be honest. It's not an easy path to start. And kung hindi ka pa ready to engage on this, I suggest for me na wag mong gawin, no? Wag mo na lang pasukin muna. Kasi in the end, baka mag-suffer ka lang, and then baka mas maging stressful yung journey if mag-start ka ng ganito tapos hindi mo naman pala alam yung ano yung kung saan ka magsa-start, di ba? So kailangan mo ring talagang i-strategize yung mga bagay-bagay before you jump in, no? Kasi again, mahirap siya in the process, especially sa pag-start, no? Kasi marami kang dapat na i-consider, especially the expenses. If wala ka pang pera tapos nag-start ka ng self-employment, tapos marami kang mga obligation like bills sa bahay, no, yung electric bills, etc., yung grocery, alam mo yun, dami kang dapat na bayaran, tapos nag-jump ka agad into self-employment without even planning on how you are going to do those things, on how you're going to hit those obligations. So magiging mahirap yun sa part mo. So Yun, these are the things na gusto kong i-discuss sa Investors Hub Group. Parang I would want to have a community of these like-minded people na kumbaga like me, nag-start ng employment and then gusto maging self-employed and then gusto magkaroon also ng business. So yun yung mga bagay na gusto natin i-tackle on this channel. So kumbaga parang ano lang, parang spare time ko lang. Kung wala akong ginagawa, so unlike kumbaga instead of just watching movies all day long or just reading books, why not again I make more contents about this, baga yung mga ginagawa ko talaga, so why not do it. So yun yung isa sa factor na kapag decide ako na maggawa na naman ng video, so that marami akong matutunan along the way. Kasi when you make things along the way, marami kang matututunan and you're going to also develop yourself, yung personality mo and other skills na matagal mo nang hindi ginagamit. So these are one of the things na gusto kong ipagpatuloy kasi yan, as a self-employed, as I said, you have your own pacing, so magagawa mo tong mga bagay na to. Actually, even if nung employed pa ako, when I was still working in Magsaysay Maritime at that time, way back 2016 or 17, I used to do these videos. Kaya lang, napafrustrate ako, tapos pangit yung mga feedbacks. Actually, dinidelete ko yung mga ano na yun, video. Pero later I realized na hindi mo kailangan i-delete pala yung mga videos na yun, yung mga dati mong videos. Kasi, kumbaga, ano yun parang diary mo yun While we are, kumbaga, the world is changing, yung diary ni dati, diary ng mga tao dati, used to be like, you have to write down. And then, you have to, kumbaga, read all those things na sinulat mo dati sa diary mo. Ngayon kasi is more on pictures, and then naging video na siya, and then naging vlog na siya. So, kumbaga, it's like diary na you don't need to delete those things. And para maging mo siya, parang you will look back, tapos makikita mo yung mga ginagawa mo before. Kumbaga, ganito ako dati and then ngayon. Parang makikita mo yung improvement mo and you realize na mas nagkakaroon ka ng self-confidence. Kasi mas nakikita mo yung mas malaki na picture, malaking improvement sa'yo. Before, I used to think na dapat ganito yung angle, dapat ganyan. And then, dapat ganito yung cover ng video ko, ganito, ganyan. But, later I realized na hindi naman ganun Hindi naman sa, kumbaga, first impression ng video mo na binibigyan ka ng time ng tao to watch those contents nga ginagawa mo. But it's more on pagiging real, no? Baga sinishare mo lang yung sarili mo by making these videos. Hindi talaga siya yung kailangan gwapo ka, kailangan ganito, no, hindi ganoon. Kumbaga, just be real, just do what you do best, or kung ano yung mga bagay na interesado ka. Hindi yung mga bagay na nakita mo sa iba. For example, the other people make jokes, they are comedians, ganito ganyan sa vlog nila, and then suddenly you realize na ganun din yung gagawin ko. Alam mo yun? Kasi hindi naman ikaw yun Kumbaga, just focus on the things na you will excel more than faking your way na maging ganun ka rin. Pero hindi naman ikaw yun You can say. So, kumbaga, yun ang natututunan ko along the way. Pero dinidelete ko pa rin yung videos na mga pangit. And, it's sad na sayang din yung mga videos before, like 2016, 2015, mga videos na yun. Very old videos, pero kung if there's a chance na for me na hindi yun i-delete, sayang no, dapat hindi ko na delete sana, so that may titingnan ako ulit, and then uy, marami na palang na-improve sa akin, ganito ganyan. So wala lang, parang naano ko lang, na-realize ko lang by making this video. So yun, as of the moment, yun muna yung share ko, and I also wanted to share my in the next videos kung mga ano yung mga natutunan ko along the way, like halimbawa yung styling, proper styling ng halimbawa sa buhok na naman, and then sa more on sa t-shirt, I mean the way I style my everyday na ano na outfit, mga ganun. So gusto ko i-share din sa inyo so that mas magiging simpler yung life nyo rin, like me. Though it's very chaotic na world ngayon kasi ang daming mga information na pumapasok sa ano mo, sa utak mo, then suddenly you realize na it's very toxic na para talaga, like for example sa social media, and not to mention your personal life, personal na mga problems mo pa. So these are the things na gusto kong i-share sa inyo kasi it's very helpful sa part ko. Yun na nga, yung journey ko with vlogging is more on parang diary ko lang talaga. So I don't know if nakaka-relate kayo, or if not, it's okay, kasi ginawa ko naman yung video na to not to like parang not to gain talaga yung income or what, but more on helping and more on self-improvement talaga siya. So kung meron mang ano talagang mag-subscribe or what, or wala, it's okay, it's totally fine, as long as kumbaga masaya ako sa ginagawa ko. So that's it, I think. So that's it for this evening. Siguro I will try also na mag-create ng video na Bisaya then Tagalog, so yun, so that I can also connect with Bisaya people, kasi I'm here in Davao right now in Bisaya, so gusto ko rin mag-explore ng ganun na content. So that's it for this evening. I have to see you in the next video or next vlog. So yun, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.